Sean from Fortis Fitness with a quick introduction, explanation of our Fortis free weight chest supported row. So we made this thing like we do a lot of our equipment because we couldn't find an alternative that satisfied our requirements and did what we wanted to actually do. In a lot of gyms you'll see setups like this. This thing, so we got a bench raised on whatever, some kind of risers. And guys, we want to do a chest supported row, so they can be strict with the row. And I'll just step in and do something like this. Oh, this is uncomfortable. Grab the bar and then up it goes. Okay, you see people do this a lot of times. Also see a lot of the chest supported row machines, free weight or otherwise. You throw a plate on, there's an axis, and it's at about a 45-degree angle. It's got a chest pad, and you pull it up. The problem with both of these ideas, these alternatives, or alternatives like this, is first and foremost, you're not pulling the resistance directly over your center of gravity, and or it's not in your pattern. It's not straightly, in a vertical path, especially the other ones with an axis. You've got to pull on a pattern that the machine creates. So those are the two issues inherent with these alternatives that we didn't like. That's exactly why we went ahead and created our own. So the exercise we're trying to facilitate is just a basic row off the floor, demonstrating really quick. Okay, so if I'm doing a free weight row off the floor, invariably, especially as I add more weight, it has to go in a straight line over my center of gravity, or I won't be able to lift it. So the issue with a row is it's easy to cheat when your hips lower and your legs get involved. You see something like this. And that's what you don't want. It takes the tension off of the back muscles, the lat muscles, and you start using your leg muscles. So that's why people come up with these other contraptions, the whole idea of a chest supported row. We came up with ours to facilitate this exercise. The thing is though, we want this piece of equipment to fit your natural movement, not the other way around. And that's the inherent problem when you're not allowed to pull over your center of gravity in a straight line. The problem becomes you're fighting two battles when you use equipment that won't allow you to do a free weight movement directly in a straight line over your center of gravity. You're fighting the battle against the actual resistance, against gravity, but you're also fighting the battle against your free motion. And that's why often these other alternatives can feel terrible when you're trying to use them. You would never do this in real life. You would never pick up a weight in this respect. That's just unnatural, right? Again, it's going to be always over your center of gravity. So we found those other alternatives for chest supported rows to be both distracting and less effective than what we've built here. Demonstrating really quick. Set this thing up. Got it right above where I want it. I'm going to choke right up, tuck up on this thing. Get in the position, same kind of position as I'm doing a row right off the floor. All right, this thing adjusts a ton of ways. Actual chest to upper body support, goes from perfectly horizontal all the way up, acute angle, cool stuff with that. It adjusts up and down, so anybody of any height, leg length, no matter how tall or shorter, use this thing effectively, get right into your position, like you pull right off the floor, and this is just going to prevent the cheating. The bar holders are removable, but they also adjust forward, back, so again, arm length. You're going to grab the bar easy, put it back easily as well. It's also got a foot plate, and the foot plate makes this thing a complete system, a closed system, so it's not going to move. If you're pulling really hard and you're pulling with a lot of speed, the foot plate allows you to do that without having this thing move at all. It won't jump off the floor or nothing, it just stays really, really stable. You can also use just as easily dumbbells for rowing work or rear delt work. Just tuck up the same way, just like you would do the exercise free weight off the floor. Just do some rows. We'll take a grip, rear delt work. Again, you can't cheat by starting to use your legs. The size of the chest support, we did this on purpose. It's not too long, so you can raise your chest off the thing and you can still breathe, but you can't lower your hips, obviously. And underneath, there's metal coated with heavy-duty vinyl, so you can jam the bar up and make sure you finish each rep by touching the underside of the seat. So there's some other interesting stuff you can do with this. Because of the foot plate and more acute angle you can put this on, you can raise it right up there. Support. Lean into it. Do some rather strict delt work. Again, it's hard to cheat. Front. Again, this is just 5 different angles. Okay, so you can also use this thing in a rack. You just remove the bar holders, shove it right in the rack, and you do sort of a pendulum row or whatever kind of way you want. Here I've got it all set up. I'm going to rest on the pins, come up, hit the underside of the seat for each rep. So we designed this piece of equipment so it fits your natural rowing motion and not the other way around where you have to adhere to the actual piece of equipment you're using. It's the Fortis free weight chest supported row.